going on, guys? It is Ken Cokerton here, and today we've got something a little special going on for you guys today. Normally, as you would see, this is not your normal League game. This is a post commentary that I'm doing. Give me just a moment to get acclimated. I gotta fix that. There we go. Alright, like I said, this is a post commentary. I know last time I did one of these, I'm sure people were a little weird about it, but this one's actually pretty good. I actually like this one quite a bit, because this one actually, well, you'll see. Today I'm playing Mundo Top. I've got some friends in this game, and they got invaded. Unfortunate. Like I said, this is a post-game commentary of me playing with some friends of mine. You've got me up in the top lane playing Mundo. You've got Dark Rukia in the jungle. You've got Gage Donner. You guys know him as Sean. They're in the mid lane playing that young Talon. You've got another two good friends of mine, Vicious, playing that Ashe bot, and Wizard playing that nice Sona in the bot lane. Now, I'm going to be focusing mostly on the top lane and just showing you guys how I played and how it went. But this game is relatively interesting. I actually like a lot of how this went. So, for the first little bit of the game, this will be just relatively boring because just not a lot happens, but it'll pick up a good little bit in the early game. Now I'm playing Mundo against Jax. That's real fun, as everybody knows. It's just there's not much else to say about that. Darn.
You will learn what beauty.
There we go. Yeah, you know, having that. I hate that part there where I accidentally hit the ignite, which was my bad. I wasn't even supposed to bring ignite. I actually went away in the middle of champ select to go do some stuff in real life, but I didn't come back in time to change my summoners, so I brought Mundo Ignite Flash, which really isn't that bad. It's just Flash does literally nothing in this matchup, like next to nothing. So for the most part, I'm just kind of sitting up, you know, rolling, doing my Mundo thing, just kind of missing, you know, every other CS in the game. So that's how that goes. Looks like there's some fun going on in mid lane here. Oh, did they almost get him? Nope. All right, that's fine. Back to top. I ping him mid, but a little late. Jax is already there. This game just seems to be going a little out of the way for the beginning of it. But, yeah, like I said, it'll pick up pretty well. But yeah, like I said, this game's quite interesting, hence why me recording it. I'm sorry I'm not very informative of what's going on in the early game. There's just not a lot happening. But in the first part of this, it's relatively annoying to deal with a Jax. But you'll notice that he's very interesting. Keyword on the int part of this. You'll see here in just a little bit. Anyway, sorry you guys for being so late and just not being around to record as much. Just real life's been getting really busy, got a new job, dealing with other fun adulty things that no one cares about. I missed that Q there horribly, aiming up for this minion and end up hitting this minion twice. Real fun stuff. Alright, let's see what else happens. Nothing's going on really mid or top, but like I said, I'm going to be focusing mostly on my lane and how I play it. This is usually a relatively annoying matchup for the first early levels, but as you can see, he's not really attacking me that much. he's kind of just CSing, which is a mistake on his part because Mundo is just so oppressive once he gets 6 and once he actually gets some armor. If Jax doesn't actually do anything early, here I go. See, he tries to bait me in, and I just wait out his counter strike and just throw in a Q at him just to keep him from jumping on me too much. I can kind of tell this guy's not used to playing against a Mundo because he's not really being as aggressive as he should be. I think he was intimidated more by the fact that it was playing Mundo, but yeah, see, like right here, he waits way too late. It's a little, yeah, like I said, not very smart on his part. He jumped in when he had literally half health, thinking he was something special. Not going out that well. As you can see, the rest of my team is kind of not doing so hot, but we're still in the early parts of the game. Nothing too crazy out of all that. I'm going back here to grab me some more items. And while I'm backing, Jax is just going to push out the wave. Looks like some fun is going on in the bot and mid. Looks like the enemy team's taking Dragon. It's 1-5 at 7 minutes in. I got so focused on my lane that I didn't even notice for a long time that nothing was going on. Like, just didn't notice at all that my team was getting their keisters handed us. As you can see, since post-game commentary, it's 1-5, 2.8 to 2.7k gold lead. Go figure. Anyway, we'll back off that. Go back to my lane. Playing against more of that Jax. This Jax is just really hungry. He's just like after me for some reason. But like I said, I know well enough. I keep him back. I just stay where it's safe. I can just Q farm all day long. So it's not like he's gonna kill me anytime soon because you know he lost his chance. Once I hit 6, I outdueled Jax all day long. All day long, my man. All day long. He finds out a little bit later about that. So yeah, just kind of rolling out, doing my thing. My team's doing okay for the moment. We haven't changed too much. This guy lets me get some free autos in. He makes the mistake of staying too late. My ult's going, so he just gets absolutely wrecked. I landed the Q, throw the ignite on him, and just pop ult and chase him. I hear the Nocturne ult go on. I'm thinking it's coming for me, so I backed off immediately there. When I went to ward, thankfully you can actually ward from right here, and usually hit it right there. So lucky me. But yeah, this Jax was not very smart in that regard. He just didn't respect me. So that's again how I know that he really doesn't know how to play against a Mundo because he's just not aggressive at the right times. You saw that. He was at like a third health, jumped on me. Who does that? You're facing against a Mundo with his ult. Once Mundo hits 6, unless you get some like jungle pressure, you're not going to kill him very well. You're not going to kill him very easily, sorry. A little bit, maybe a bit more specific. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, they're doing pretty good. My bot lane, as you can see here, is having a bit of a time. Their jungle's ahead, their mid's ahead, their bot's 1-0 right now. Or 2-0, basically. Ashe died both times. My friend, Gage Donner, it's been a while since he played Talon, so I can't really blame him for what was going on so far. Zorath is really oppressive to fight as a Talon if you can't kill him early or get some jungle pressure. Blitz gets a kill out on our young Sona. This Jax is trying to fight me again, and I instantly equal out the trade. Just turn on the W, wait for the counter strike to go off, and just go for it. I pop my E there so I can get some free trade, but I ended up backing out because of the minion wave. A lot of minions there, so I don't want to deal with any of that. So I just wait, let him push it out, and I'll take care of it that way. This Jax, this poor guy. Oh, hey, good job, Sean. He just really, and then right here, wasn't. Well, I panic ulted, thinking he was actually going to go a lot harder than he did. So I try to make something happen with my ults going, but unfortunately he doesn't fall for anything. So I kind of hold back. Since I don't have my ult, a little bit risky to fight a Jax even if I'm 2-0. So I kind of just waited out for a little while to see what happens. So We'll see. He wastes another waste of his Counter Strike. I don't think he realizes that your Q is not stopped by Counter Strike, because you'll notice in this game a lot he kind of just Counter Strikes right as he starts the fight instead of waiting to start the engage and then Counter Strike to prevent some of my E damage. But he Counter Strikes thinking, I'm guessing he's thinking it stops Q, which Q is not an auto attack, it's just a skill shot. And another Nocturnal. Eek. 5 to 9. Not super great. That's Jax's. I don't know where that Q was going. I think that was one of those Qs. I was just like, what? Another word, another word. Double kill going on from the bot lane. It's 5 to 11 now. This is not looking super good for our team. The only person who's doing good on our team, and I think, is our jungler and me. I'm 2-0 at the moment, and the jungler is 1-3. Okay, the jungler's not even doing well. Unfortunate. Again, I didn't realize till way into this game that anything was going on. I was so zoned out on fighting this Jax that only thing that I noticed was if people went missing on the map. Even then, I'm just like, yep, this Nocturne's coming in. And there they go. I get jumped on, they flash, and I'm just like, okay, I have to flash out to keep him from getting on me. Here's the great play. My jungler comes in for the perfect counter gank. My ult gives me time to heal up. Just beautiful timing by that Kha'Zix there. Dark Rukia. Shout outs to my dude there, because had he not shown up when he did, I'm fairly confident that I would not have lived. And that right there is what sets this whole thing in motion. Because I'm able to get double assists there on top of the 2 kills I've already got, which makes me 3 and oh, I got one of the kills. Huh, didn't even realize that. So that's what really sets this game in motion and begins what is probably one of my favorite games I've ever played. I know it's been a little slow. I apologize for that. It's not been super fun to watch, but I promise you it's going to be well worth it in the end. Waiting for people to come in and do their thing. Gage Donner warding, doing his thing. Sarath's doing his thing. My bot lane is coming to Dragon by the looks of it, warding up and getting ready for it. I am, in the meantime, coming back to my top lane. Still 3-0. The Jax currently just has half his Trinity Force. Thanks to a little bit of work between me and my jungler, he stays right about there for a little while at least. I feel good about that because that means he's not roaming when I force him to fight me all the time. Like this right here. This right here. See, he starts his Counter-Strike immediately instead of doing anything else. Like, he just throws it out so early. And I never understood why, but I just jumped on him every time he did that. You'll know, like, I'm wondering when he'll do it again, but he'll Counter-Strike immediately before even starting the fight. You don't want to do that as Jax. You need to say, like, right there. Right there. He jumps on me, and look where it gets him. I pop ult, and he immediately loses the fight. And he makes the mistake of jumping back on me here. What he's doing, I don't know. I just run him down with the E, and he loses or W, and then he loses the fight. That's why you don't start with your Counter-Strike. You wait for the Counter-Strike to go, and then you... And I just want to show you guys real quick. Oh, I can't move it, darn it. Oh well. But doing pretty good still. I'm 4-0. My team is 15-9. Again, I think in a few more minutes, I actually begin to notice that my team is getting their keysters handed to them. And then I start actually doing stuff about it. But for that moment, I really was that focused. I kind of get a little narrow. I get, like, tunnel vision, which is unfortunate. This Blitz is freaking on fire. Jeez. Yeah. This bot lane, these guys right here are actually the best. Like, their whole team was relatively good. Like, really good. Like I said, they are playing so well that the only person doing well on my team was me. And then it was this point that I realized that we were getting our butts kicked. So at this point, I give up on top lane for a little while and start to help out our bot lane. Since I'm like 4 or 5 and 0, 4-0, I come down, start helping him out, because at this point, me keeping top lane doesn't matter anymore. My team is losing really hard. I want to start fixing that. And since I'm relatively strong, I make the decision that every fight needs to involve me now. If I'd had teleport, I would have been able to teleport on some of this stuff, but it happens. And we get the catch out. We get the catch out on Nocturne here. Jax comes in, gets the Sona, but in exchange, I'm able to get him because they make the mistake of thinking they can fight me when I heal for a ton. I heal for a metric ton. He got that flash out on me, unfortunately. I gave up because I didn't think we were catching him. Because he's just, Zerath was just a really good flash on his part. It was just really unfortunate. But that was a good start. Let's continue it on. I go here, walk through mid, try and get the minions a little pushed. I see them coming up and getting my turret, which is unfortunate. My other team notices this as well. We try collapsing on them because it is the Jhin and the Blitzcrank. So I come up in time, just in time for them to do that. I throw the Q before I walk into the Blitzcrank ult. And then the Blitz Sona gets a beautiful ult off on the Jhin. I go back, focus on the Jhin. I almost get him. Almost. But the Jhin, the Blitzcrank pulls me away really, really well. We collapse on them. We get the kills. Really well done on his part. This guy right here was just excellent this entire game. But he slowly, as the game went on, kind of lost it a little bit because now look, it's 13-22. We're only about 9 kills down. We're not, well, about 8 kills down at this point, but another good catch out right here. I get the Q from right here where he doesn't see me and he gets wrecked. I kind of feel bad because he did most of the work there and I forgot to turn my W off, so I bit of a goofball there. But we get the kill on him. Was really nice. I go over here to grab these because, you know, healthy Mundo is a good Mundo. I'm trying to look for plays to make. I'm not seeing anything for the moment, so I figure maybe push out top lane, get it all the way out, but then I pop my ult. Oh, I remember what happened here. I accidentally went to hit the ward button and hit my ult, so I wasted ult. I clear out top lane and push that out, and then I see everybody mid, so I start going down. I don't have my ult, but I'm relatively strong, so I'm not super worried about it. So I come down, see what happens. My team gets just about aced. We get, well, not just about aced. There's 2 of them down now. And I join Dark Rukia here to try and deal with them. I come up from the side here. They deal a ton of damage to me. That Zerath, like, is... Ugh. Like I said, their team is really good. That hurt. That hurt a lot. I'm like, you know what? This is a little rough, but probably should back. So I think we catch out the Jax here. I'm not 100% sure. Yep, we catch out the Jax here. The Jax overstays, thinking he can get the guy, and then gets aced there. Really good on our part. Relatively healthy. So we move on to continue to push this back and slowly start to do it. At this point in the game, I am currently 8-0 from the plays that have been made so far and just relatively doing well in my own way. Went ahead and tried to go back and continue buying my stuff. They get another dragon, which not too bad. They were pretty well ahead, so nothing we can do about it. All we can do is really group from this point and continue. It's at this point in the game that things really start to go a lot better for us because we actually start working together instead of doing that right there. And thwap. And this guy, and Son of Whiffs the ult, but I catch the Zerath here. I catch the, I stop Blitz here and then push the Nocturne out. I catch the Blitz here with a really good hook through the side. There it is. And now I've got him, so it's pretty much over for him. He can't get away from me now. I've got my Q on him. just absolutely getting him. And then the Jax decides to throw a freaking stun in there. My friend Wizard here with the nice. I missed my Q here. Makes me very sad because if I had not missed my Q, I would have saved Sona, but the world isn't perfect, so I failed and got him killed. But on the good side, I did kill literally their entire team. So I'm currently 11-0. You can probably start to see why I decided to include this game as one of my videos, because look at that score now. Look at that score now. It is glorious, guys. It's looking really good for us. So I'm just really happy with the way things are going so far. I'm currently, halfway through I'm already 3 items into my build, working on 4. So that's really good for us. Thanks to my help, our Kha'Zix is to 6 and 7. Our Sean's still not doing well. Gage Donner is not doing well still. Our ADC is not doing too well, and our bot lane's not doing too well. But we're still holding in there compared to what they were doing to him earlier. This just tells you how strong I got in the game and just how good our teamwork was. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I was the strongest thing on our team. I was the reason our team was getting held together. That. And I want to point out that our teamwork, look at our teamwork throughout this game in the future fights. I cut off the blitz here. I almost catch the Jhin. I was so close. I pop the ult, and the blitz freaking gets the good pull here. The Jhin comes back because he's a goober. This guy's running in front of me. Nice catch out by Dark Rukia. Well done. He still gets killed by the Ignite, but from this point on, I've got this blitz again. We get another really nice kill on some of their more fed people. This actually starts breaking down their team. It's at this point that Blitz starts flaming me. You can't see it in chat because chat's disabled. But they're not too happy with me because look, I'm 12-0 now. I'm my entire team, I hate to say it, but our teamwork. Notice every time our teamwork. We get a good catch out on the Xerath here because everybody's there. Good bit of work there. And from here, it's now 25-30. We're only 5 kills behind where it was like 19 and like 4 at one point. We've almost caught back up because of the teamwork. Everybody focused behind their strongest character and moved forward together. These guys are still kind of like out there and spread out a little bit. They're usually running around in groups of 2, but that's not really how you wanted to do it at this point. I feel like, there's another really good fight right here. Really well done on their part. I catch up with my team. We group up together, which is pretty much why this goes as well as it does. It's because everybody's hunkered down. They just now decide to go 3 in. This blitz goes in for a hook, misses the hook. We get a good bit of damage on the blitz. And from here on, things just kind of just roll. Still waiting on things to happen, so we'll see how that goes. They're finally grouping up a little bit in mid, but at this point, it's kind of a moot point. They've kind of waited a little too long to really start grouping. I'm able, since I'm so strong, to keep them up here while my team gets other objectives, like pushing out the waves and everything. We group back up. We now have 3. Gage Donner's looking for a routing position so we can get behind them.
2, 2, 3, 4.
Jhin voice in my ear, really fun. Kind of waiting for him to do something. I get a Q here on the Jhin. I'm like, can we get in on this? Can we get in on this? No, I guess not. And this Jax acts like he's invisible. Have a ward in here. Scare him off. Push him all the way to the side. Everybody's getting ready to group for a big fight. We get a huge Q on Jhin here, followed by the Sona ult. I let the blitz go so we can actually come back on this guy right here. He gets wrecked because of the ignite. I don't even have to ult yet. This blitz gets really cocky and just gets caught out. Give him a good thwapping. This Jax gets wrecked yet again. And We lose 2 to their 4, 2 to their 3. 4 to 3, because, you know, that happens. This guy. People in their emotes. And again, you can tell that they're kind of starting to fall apart a little bit because just they're really upset. They come too far forward. I just pop my ult and say, I'm just going to wreck these dudes. I kill the Blitz because he's way lower. Doesn't matter. He ignites me here, but I'm so strong at this point that it doesn't matter. I kill them both under tower. It's absolutely glorious. And this just, we're back to 32 to 35. We're just doing so well at this point. I'm 15 and 0. It's just getting better and better. And again, this is why I included a game like this. Normally, I wouldn't do post commentary, but at the end of this game, I was just like, you know what? This is a good educational video because we just keep pulling our resources together and catching them out just like this. A huge double kill here. And this is going to turn into a triple kill because I believe I hit the Jax with another Q and we're able to just dive him and he just gets wrecked. No, actually, I think he gets away. Does he get away? I think he does, actually. I fucking missed my Q there. Yeah. He gets away there. Darn. I thought I had him there. But I kept missing my Qs because I thought he would jump or something, but it happens. Still got a double kill on the Jhin. And the Nocturne there, so not going to complain. Get Stone to the Blue here because denying resources is a thing. We're back up to 34 to 36. Things are really going our way. I zone off the Xerath here, and he makes the mistake of staying. He just gets melted because they're salty, to be perfectly honest with you. They get really mad that one character is making this much of a difference, but it's not really just me. You're going to hear that a lot. This is more about how much teamwork we have. He still gets the Ashe there, but we still kill him. I block all the bullets here for the Sona. They're not pulling together and stopping us from doing anything. And at this point, we're pretty much even. There's like a 1 or 2k gold lead now. It's kind of almost out of their hands at this point. They were so ahead, and then instead of focusing, like, just getting together and trying to stop the advancement, they kind of just disbanded, basically. Later in the chat, you can't read the chat because, like I said, it's shut off, but they were flaming me the entire game because I was doing well, because I was the only one doing well on our team. 17 and 0. Here's another huge fight. They try to catch me under the tower, but I just pop ult and run away because, you know, Mundo. And I go over to try and grab this Jax, slow down the Xerath. Jax gets caught again. And Nocturne gets caught here. I'm like, really, if I hadn't have popped ult, I probably would have dived right here. But the turret's almost dead, so we go ahead and turn around, and I thwap him a good one. Half his health's gone. And I believe we just push and get this turret here. Let's see what happens. It's been a while since I watched this video. I should have probably watched this before looking into it, but I get another nice Q off the Xerath here, and he gets exploded because I landed a Q. Teamwork. I push the Nocturne back. I offer the tank, but my team's not with me. I flash out, get them caught. Great bait on my part. Good shot by the Ashe. The teamwork is just really shining right here. Because if not for our teamwork, we still would have lost. It doesn't matter how strong I am. It's the fact that we worked together, we banded, and we pushed. Now we're 41 to 37. We're winning at this point. Where, you know, just a little bit ago, 10 minutes ago, we were 10 kills down. With a lot of teamwork and some good coordination, we've begun turning this game around. And this is just where I want to point out that they just stop working together. They think they're all that, and they think that they're going to go anywhere by just grouping 2 or grouping 3. Every time we've caught them, there's only been 2 or 3 of them here. They keep misunderestimating us, and it doesn't help that Gage Donner gets caught here, but I catch the Jin there with a Q. I don't go in on it because I'm a goob. There's Jax off to the side. Let's see. We get another good catch on Jax here. Dark Rukia gets caught. Unfortunate. But he's Jax or Blitzcrank gets away from us, I'm pretty sure. I realize that this is just an elaborate chase because, you know, Moby Boots, we're getting baited. So figure go back mid, get this pushed out because at this point we need to start getting them off our towers or we're going to lose just off of towers. So change the focus instead of chasing and being bad, which is that right there separates us from them because I'm not going to sit there and chase this dude all day. Not going to happen. So we go ahead and push him up, get the waves going. I decided to go ahead and try and catch this Nocturne out. Excuse me, my hand's getting a little numb here. I believe I get the Scuttle. I don't catch the Nocturne here. Darn. Unfortunate. Okay. Pardon me again, one for a second. My hand's a little numb from moving the camera, so I'm trying to get my hand back in order. You know, yeah, that happens. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here's another really good fight. We get a bit of a bop on the Nocturne here. The Nocturne just gets exploded. I believe he still gets away, though, because I can't quite hit the Q. But that's okay, because Rukia gets him. Unfortunately, the... Oh, we catch out the Zereth here. Good shot. Sorry, didn't catch that, but... yeah, it's going pretty good. At this point, I am 19-0. At this point, their jungler's dead, their Xerath's dead. They're not really in a position to fight us here. So I make the call to have my team Baron. My team, as a good team would do, agrees that we're strong enough that we can actually push this without them being able to respond. Obviously, there's not too much anyone tankier than me. A Gage Darner gets caught out, but that's okay. He dies with good purpose because this Jax is not going to fight us. He's got half his health. He's not doing anything about this. And we get it, and we start. We lose 2 people here, but we obliterate them because they waited too long. They don't have any team coordination. Half their team's here. They have 2 just coming out of base. What are they going to do? At this point, we go ahead and push out the turrets so we can actually get to where we don't get any super minions. This is pretty important because managing the waves at this point in the game can be the difference between winning and losing. So we try and focus that out and get our waves back. With the Baron buff, it's really easy to get the minions back and going. Pretty good for our team. I'm an absolute monster. I'm 20-0 at this point. I did really well this game. I admit a lot of this was due to my team's coordination. Good flash by the Xerath there. I believe we don't catch him here. Oh no, I get the Q there. Yeah, get annihilated. I can land the Q from the corner here because your Q has actually got a fairly long range. That's why I love this champion. So much ability to just wreck people. That Q is just, it hurts. The more health you have, the more it hurts. Like, there you go. Nice quarter of his health. So, see, he's continuing to flame me a little bit, throwing his taunt out. It's later in the game that he actually blames me for why he doesn't like League so much. And speaking of League, here we go. Nice fight. The Jax gets wrecked. I throw the ult down just so I can deal with these guys. I forgot to throw on my W here for some ungodly reason. Why I didn't go for the Jhin there, I don't know. I think because I didn't have my team there, I decided to back off because the rest of their team was coming up, actually. So that was a good part on my part. Excuse me for a second. Throat. Well, yeah,
In the atmosphere.
we're still doing pretty good. It's 51 to 44. We're pretty strong. They may have 4 dragons, but not so bad when their team coordination is kind of just, yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying this, by the way. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you don't. I can take the criticism either way. I know I probably should have recorded this game the normal way, but it just didn't quite work out that way. So, um, 3v2 here. We just proof is in the pudding. Teamwork. Right there, we push because they're just not working together anymore. They're coming in as 2 or 3, and we're coming in as 4 and 5. This right here is a lesson I want to teach to people. No matter how bad you're losing score-wise, with good coordination and teamwork, you can win any game. This game was a basically 20 and like 5 kind of game. But with a good bit of teamwork, we own these dudes. Good thing I didn't go back there because, turret. Good ult by the Sona. He gets wrecked. And we continue to just absolutely wreck them out. They've got their whole team back, so we decided to back out for a little while, especially since Gage Donner was getting chunked out. Wait for the rest of the team. I think at this point I had like 5k gold, so I asked my team to hold off so I could back and, get gold. I'm 21 and 0 at this point. I'm relatively strong, I'd like to say. Now, before you say anything, oh, this guy must have thousands of hours of gameplay on the Mundo. No, maybe like 100 hours, but nothing more than that. I just really like the champion, to be honest with you. My favorite champion by far is, in this order, Renekton, Nasus, Mundo, Pantheon, and Jax. There you go. Those are my favorite champions, by far. I play a nice Tryndamere, but he's not really in the meta, so I don't worry about him too much. And pretty good right here for us that they just get annihilated. The discoordination in their team, the Blitz just gave up here. You see that he was just hitting this the whole time, wasn't helping his team out. The discoordination in their team is just slowly just wrecking them. Just really ruining their team. I'm, like I said, 22 and 2, or 22 and 0, sorry. Their miscoordination, the Nocturne's trying to backdoor us here, but our jungler thankfully comes back and helps them, stops that, so we can focus on taking these turrets. I decide at this point I'm full build, so I'm just going to tank the turret. And from here, we win the game. So you guys let me know what you think. Give me your opinions on this kind of situation. I just want this situation to be an example of just because you're losing initially doesn't mean you're going to lose the game. I appreciate you guys watching this with me. Thank you. Leave your comments. If you like the video, make sure you just like the video, subscribe, give me a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. I'll take anything. Anyway, this has been Kinkokutin. You guys, have a good day.